People always say, okay, you give birth to a child, you leave the child on the sidewalk, you know, you can't do that, so don't lead people to the Lord, right? Really? So I'm asking, what about the Ethiopian eunuch? Had one encounter with Philip. Who followed him up? What about Samaritan woman at the well? Who followed her up? What about the guy who had 6,000 devils inside of him? Running around for a raving mad, living in a cemetery. Who followed him up? Jesus himself said, your testimony is enough. This one encounter with me is so powerful. Go, there are 10 cities waiting for you. So many times I'm hearing the people say, oh, what about the follow-up? That's many times the first time they ask me. Those are the very people who do not even lead people to the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, so in other words, you're just telling me, okay, don't lead people to the Lord if you can't follow them up. No, sir. God says, the work that I have begun, I will bring to completion. Of course, the ideal is for us to get people into discipleship, and that is where we want to go. But it's not an excuse to say, I'm not going to lead someone to Jesus. You might be on a plane, never going to see that person again. On an Uber, on a train, never going to see them again. Lead them to Jesus, leave it up to Him. You understand what I'm saying? But this is an example of, and I can tell you testimony after testimony, how God is so faithful to keep them.